as I've been saying since the beginning, every time this gold car has shown up in the past with past tenants, and recently, every time they show up, there's trouble in this building or there's something going on that, shouldn't be. He has ties with the neighbors next door here in 439. I'm watching this guy pull up. I don't know if they're friends of friends, but something is going on here. It ties into either drug dealing or something. They are trying to get me out of here so bad that it's unreal at times. Usually from the middle of the month, which it is. What's the date today? Let's all say it together. I don't know. It's Sunday, May something, the middle of the month. It's down the bottom of the page here, the 17th I'm looking at, I think, May 17th. So the middle of the month, this fucker shows up and there's all chaos till the end of the month with them trying to get me out of here. This is one of the reasons why I'm over 55, so I get free consultation with lawyers. Didn't actually acquire one yet, but I had one who has an assistant, if you will, and she's friends of friends with a friend of mine. So we're going to have them at not aging an adult, Jesus, at Section 8 and welfare. Take notice to these people all up and down the block, because you got backpackers coming in and out of here, in and out of here. They're running across the roofs. Listen, people don't act like this unless they're up to something illegal. There's pot smoke out back coming up through the bottom of my floorboards in my kitchen. Loud parties going on back there, and none of them seem to work. And you got 50 people coming and going at different hours and different people all the time. And you look, see, he's coming in my door. Watch. Let's see who this is, because they all hang out here. They hang out front. They hang out back. They hang out inside the building. They all know each other. And like I said, this is why I make these videos. But anyway, a lawyer that I contacted has an assistant that can manipulate the system. In other words, she knows how to work the system, and obviously she works for a lawyer. So they're going to try to contact Section 8 and welfare on the people that are living in this apartment, because the landlords are renting to these people. They're running either a bed and breakfast, or they're muling drugs from Norristown, Philly, wherever, and they're in and out all night long up until about 2 o'clock in the morning sometimes. And there's at least 10 people staying in that apartment, which is illegal. It's a fire code. And of course, you try to do everything legal and contact the zoning department, the police, and what do you get? They try to get rid of the whistleblower and sweep the crimes under the rug, so to speak. So the more people that I can get on this and knowing about it across Montgomery County, that's what I'm going to do now. If you want to be made an ass out of, well, this is what you get, because you're not out here doing your jobs. I had an officer standing in here several weeks ago telling me, we're going to step up patrols and we're going to contact the narcotics squad or whatever they are. Well, I can't wait that long. This has been going on for 3 years. Listen, the landlords are supposed to provide a safe, clean environment. It's neither safe nor clean here. You can see that in every one of my videos. And all these videos are going into one playlist so a judge can see it, so Section 8 can see it, so welfare can see it. This town has flipped its freaking lid as far as like enforcing anything, loitering, illegal U-turns, illegal parking, all kinds of stuff. There's just all kinds of things going on in this town that shouldn't be. Stabbings, a lady just got kidnapped at CVS. That's ridiculous. What is this, little Philly? Is this little, they just cleaned up Kensington. Is this little Kensington? Did they all move here now and we have to put up with it? I mean, if you ain't got enough men on the force, put some men on the force. You know what I mean? Train these men in military tactics. Do something. Oh, my God. There's more crime here than there ever was in Pottstown. My whole life I've lived here. And that's another thing. The township is, Mr. Whitehawk, would you like to move to the reservation? Mr. Whitehawk, would you like to move to assisted living? I shouldn't have to move to be able to walk to the store and walk back and be safe. I got a coffee chucked at me in the winter by some bum that wanted me to celebrate his 90 days clean, which it didn't look like he had 90 seconds clean. He was stumbling around. But anyway, and if you ever spent time in Philadelphia, if somebody says, come here, I want to tell you something, they're going to rob you. You don't go over to them. So that's what I did. I stayed, a good distance away from the guy and got called cracker all the way up the street and got a coffee chucked at me. What did the cops do? We're going to find him, Mr. Whitehawk. I never heard back from the cops. You know why? They ain't doing their jobs. They could care less. You know what they told me? Oh, you got to be more nicer. What was I supposed to do? Hold my wallet open for the guy? I mean, honestly, that's the therapeutic advice they give. You got to be more nicer, Mr. Whitehawk. Listen, I don't, nothing in the Constitution or the law says I have to be nice to anybody. So that's bullshit. How about you do your job and catch the person that assaulted me? There's an idea, huh? So anyway, there we have it. On top of that, I'm battling diabetes, an A1C level of 10, which is a normal is 5. You can get fingers, toes, eyes cut out at a 10. Do you understand? You could fall into a coma. I'm battling that. I'm trying to get an 8 in here. I'm trying to deal with fucking... just all kinds of things across the board. Do you understand what I mean? I can't, diabetic neuropathy. I can't feel these 3 fingers or the tip of my thumbs on both hands and my feet. Do you understand what I mean? And then I'm just constantly distracted by big boy down here who said, I'm coming here to take over. Take over what? What? Charging food stamps for a bed bug and breakfast? Crawl back to the rock you crawled out from under, or whatever he's trying to take over, the weed distribution in the area. I don't know what he meant by that. He was saying that a couple weeks ago. So yeah, out front bragging about it. Well, here he is in my building, and all they have been is a nuisance. They broke the security door on the 3rd floor, which they didn't belong being up here. That's why I started calling them human cockroaches, because they're everywhere, including your cereal where you don't want them to be. They rented an apartment on the 2nd floor. There's no reason for any of them to be up here doing anything. Then they had sent some other dim-witted fuck to try to lick the door at an apartment 4 to see if he wanted to rent here, because there was no key to get in, but he was here to look at the apartment. Right. You notice it's still not rented out. Imagine that. And the way he came in was an emergency fire door, outgoing only, for emergencies. Broke in there on a 3rd floor roof to look at an apartment he couldn't get into. Right. That was a burglary to me. Had to bang on my door to bother me to do it. Well, VJ, I don't give a fuck what VJ said. To me, you're a burglar. You broke in my security door to bother me. So, and on and on and on I can go. But every time this fucking half-wit, which, there's the make and model of the car officers, they're here all the time, causing problems. He's one of them. He's one of the biggest ones. I guarantee you there's going to be some bullshit by tonight. If they're not on the roof trying to spy in my windows, record me. So there you go. Because we got to get rid of him. He's crazy. No, they're the ones making me crazy. They're the ones that are harassing me ever since I moved in here. So set off the smoke alarms with a space heater being on Section 8 they didn't belong having, with kids down there. Gave the building bed bugs. Gee, I wonder why or how, huh? Running a bed bug and breakfast, inviting in dope heads all the time. They were doing it then, too. Imagine that, huh? And what are the cops doing about it? Oh, I got to be more nicer. Or I got to move to a reservation, right? Move the Indian to the reservation. Fucking ridiculous. What a township.